He was taking out the packing now, and the blood began to flow more quickly. He had put weeds, he had packed the wound with weeds, because of which the bleeding had stopped. Now, when he took out that packing, it started flowing quickly. He peered into the wound with the bright surgeon's light, this light, fastened on his forehead. The bullet is still there. He saw into the wound and said, the bullet is still there. He said with cool interest, with very calm interest, he mentioned that the bullet was still inside. Now I wonder how deep this rock wound is. If it is not too deep, it may be that I can get the bullet. So he said that he wondered just how deep the rock wound was. If it was not very deep, he would be able to get the bullet a bit easily. But the bleeding is not superficial. He could see that the bleeding was not because of some surface damage. It was deep bleeding. There was some serious wound, which was serious damage, which was leading to the bleeding. He has lost much blood. At this moment, Hannah choked. Now, when Hannah saw all this blood, she choked. He looked up and saw her face the color of sulphur. He looked up at her face and saw that she had lost color. She became very pale. Don't faint, he said sharply. He did not put down his exploring instrument. If I stop now, the man will surely die. Now, he could not stop now, because if he stopped, the man was bleeding so much that he would die. She clapped her hands to her mouth and leaped up and ran out of the room. She put her hand on her mouth and got up and ran out of the room. Outside in the garden, he heard her retching, but he went on with his work. He could hear her throw up, puke, vomit, but he continued with his work. He could not stop. It will be better for her to empty her stomach. It will be better if her stomach was empty, if she vomited and her stomach becomes empty, he thought. He had forgotten that, of course, she had never seen an operation. She had never seen an operation. Generally, when people see so much blood, they choke, or they feel giddy, they feel faint, they puke. But her distress and his inability to go to her at once made him impatient and irritable. Now, she was troubled because of seeing the blood, and she was vomiting, and he was not able to go to her. He was a doctor, he could not go to her, could not comfort her also at once. This made him impatient and irritable. He got irritated because of his inability. With this man who lay like dead under his knife, he got irritable with a man who lay like dead. He was unconscious under his knife. This man, he thought, there is no reason under heaven why he should live. He was a stranger. The doctor had no connection with him. So he was wondering that because of this man, I am not able to go to my wife, and he has no reason to live also. Unconsciously, this thought made him ruthless, made him cruel, and he proceeded swiftly. He started working very fast, very quickly. In his dream, the man moaned, but Sadao paid no heed except to mutter at him. So the man, the white man, he moaned. He gave a cry of pain, a suppressed cry of pain. But the doctor paid no attention to it. He only muttered. He said something in a low voice. Groan, he muttered. Groan if you like. I am not doing this for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it. So he said, groan. Groan also is another word for moan. He says, groan with pain. This is a cry, suppressed cry given because of pain. He says, groan. I am not doing this for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not even know why I am doing it. See, In his mind, his conscience did not allow him to leave this man like this wounded man. The conscience did not allow him to let this man die like this. But otherwise, even he was not sure of his feelings. He had no feelings for this American, but still he was helping him. So, he was a good human being, this shows. The door opened and there was Hannah again. Where is the anesthetic? She said in a clear voice. Sadao motioned his chin. With his chin he pointed towards one side. It is as well that you came back, he said. This fellow is beginning to stir. He says that it is good only that you've come back, because this fellow is beginning to move. She had the bottle and some cotton in her hand. But how shall I do it? She asked. Simply saturate the cotton and hold it near his nostrils. He said, simply wet the cotton, put the medicine on the cotton and hold it near his nostrils. Sadao replied, without delaying for one moment. The intricate detail of his work. He did not stop his work, his delicate work. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. He said when he starts breathing badly, that is, he is not breathing comfortably, then move the cotton away.